Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen Marie and this is my Sunday chatty vlog. You are probably frankly sick of me going outside and taking you on these little walks, but you know, my family's at home today and I didn't want to kick them out of the door just because I was doing some filming, so this was really the only way I could get that done. So you know, apologies for taking you on the same walk as always, but at least this way I could sort of multitask and get my exercise in as well. It's snowing again today, so I'm not sure how well this is going to turn up, but I do hope that you'll be able to see me without too much on the lens of my camera, etc. It's about 1:30 now, so this is pretty much as much daylight as we get at the moment, and it's a bit grey because it's snowing. And there are plenty of people outside going for their walks. So yeah, I might have to stop filming every now and then just to, you know, be sure that I don't catch anyone else on the camera. So yeah, how are you all doing? It's mid-January already. That's pretty hard to believe. But actually I discovered on Friday that I had hit 1,000 subscribers, which just amazes me. I mean that 1,000 people are willing to watch my little sewing channel, even though they don't catch every episode, of course, but still, I mean, that's just amazing to me. So if you've subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. And I also discovered that I now have a community tab. I thought the limit for that was 1,000 subscribers, but apparently it's 500. So I've had it for a while already, but yeah, I'm going to be using that a little more from now on, every now and then. Maybe do a poll or ask a question or something like that, if you're into that. So yeah, just one thing before I get started to the things I wanted to tell you about. I've heard like a rumor that there's a video out there where people have been listing their sort of pet peeves when it comes to YouTubers and videos. Some have a problem with people mentioning like and subscribe and all of that kind of thing. Some have an issue with people mentioning their families or their private lives, things like that. Some apparently have a problem with people waving at the end of a video, etc. So, or saying too much like and while they think. And I mean, there are definitely things that I'm not too fond about for some YouTube videos or video presenters, but I mean, you can always choose not to watch, right? If there's something you don't like. And I'm not going to watch that video if I ever come across it, because the only thing that it will make me do is to be completely self-conscious about how I speak, particularly since, I mean, English isn't my first language. So then I'm going to be thinking about all the grammatical errors I make, or pronouncing things wrong, or, you know, having to stop and think about what the word is and stuff like that, or how my voice sounds or things like that. And I don't think that will help me make better videos anyway. So I just wanted to address that, because today I watched the newest episode of The Edit from The Fold Line, and Kate, who is the presenter on that channel, who I think she is doing an amazing job. It feels like having a sewing chat with a girlfriend, you know. And she started by saying that someone had commented on her video saying that she said the word too much. And how that made her feel, that she had actually tried to change it or edit it out. And that's not helpful, because we are what we are. We can always try to improve. And I'm a lecturer at a university, so I get filmed a lot, and certainly I see that I have things that I say or like body language that I wasn't aware of until I started looking at them. But you know what, I'm not going to change it in any material sense. So if this isn't your cup of tea, I totally understand it. But I can't promise that I will change anything. And that's why I'm not going to watch those videos telling me how to do it, right? Because that's only going to make me feel self-conscious and insecure. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way before we get on to the rest. You see what this is doing? I thought that I wanted to say a little bit about how my sewing year has begun. It's actually 2 weeks now since the year started, and I've only made up 2 things so far. I made one of my Make 9, and that's the Bixa sweatshirt by Mood Fabrics. Absolutely love that. I think I'm going to wear it loads. Already have plans to make another. And the other thing that I made up was the Rowan by Megan Nielsen. And the reason for that was that I recently had my colours done. I'll try to link the video. And they suggested that I should wear more pink. I don't really go for pastels ever, but this was kind of like a deep, really pink. So yeah, I made that up. And other than that, I've just made some new pillowcases that I put on the cushions in my sofa yesterday, and a couple of table runners in the same fabric. I haven't really found my Sojo much lately. That's fine. I mean, I know it'll come back, and then I'll be sewing frantically because too many things that I want to get made up at the same time. But I think maybe it was because December was crazy busy, and I was really tired because I had, been through quite a few rounds with viruses, feeling poorly, and then of course I got sick during Christmas. So I think partly it's because I've been very, very tired, and partly because I think, I just sort of wanted to restart my year with something that I really, really wanted to make, and not just something that just to be sewing. So partly that too, I guess. I got some fabrics delivered this week. Very exciting. It was the fabric that I ordered from Rainbow Fabric, so it was actually quicker this time, which I was a bit surprised at. But yeah, so I had 2 meters of denim. I was pretty sure that I had ordered something like a 12 ounce or something, and it doesn't feel that hefty, to be honest. I mean, it's still great denim, non-stretch denim, but I would say it's more suited for a denim jacket, or maybe a pair of wide leg jeans than, a pair of like really good Dawns, for instance. So yeah, I was a little surprised. I thought it was going to be heftier, like more more weight to it. Sorry, I have to keep changing hands because my arthritis is kind of bad today, so I get tired in my grip more easily. But you know, I also got 2 meters of this really like midnight blue viscose and like a satiny feel to it. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous fabric, and I am going to make up the Jenna shirt from Vicky Sews, which is one of my Make 9, and then 3 meters of the most gorgeous merino wool. Oh my goodness, it is perhaps a little more red than the ones that are on my color card, but I'm going to ignore it because it's still kind of a cool red, but perhaps more in the winter palette than in my summer palette, to be honest. But you know, I always wear scarves with coats anyway, so I will be making a coat. A couple of years ago, I bought a Burda pattern from this really lovely coat that I really wanted to make, and then I opened it and looked at the instructions and sort of just chickened out. So maybe I will have another go at that if I can manage to find the, you know, strength to get started. Yeah, I'm starting to walk uphill now, so I'm probably going to be more out of breath. I also wanted to talk to you about some recent pattern purchases that I've made. I mean, I bought a few things during Black Friday sales, and I'm therefore going to sort of start by telling you what I got in those. I don't know if that counts as recently, but I haven't made them up yet, so hopefully that'll be fine. So I'm really getting into the I Am Patterns pattern company. I now have several patterns from them, and I saw that they had like a pretty good discount for Black Friday, so I got 2 patterns. One is the I Am Hathor, or Hathor, which is kind of a vest with or without a hood. I know there's a separate name for it, but I can't remember what it is right now. Yeah. So it's a kind of a vest that you put like an outerwear vest. The other pattern that I bought from them was the I Am Gaia, and that is a cami top with this really beautiful little detail on the strap. It's very simple, kind of looks like the Ogden cami, but it is a little higher up in the neck, I think. So it's not as low cut as the Ogden tends to be. And then I bought from Sew House 7, I bought the Regalia blouse. I loved that pattern the moment it came out, but I didn't want to buy it because I already own the Atelier Jupe Emma, which kind of has the same shape to it. But when it was on sale for Black Friday, I just couldn't resist it, so I bought that one. I also bought recently the So Liberated Nest sweatshirt. That has 2 variations, but the thing that makes it stand out a lot is the option of quilting sort of the front of it. I have had that in my basket for like a year. But what finally pushed me to buy it, just going to remove my glasses because honestly I can't see a thing with all the snow, was Rachel from the French Seams. She made up one of those and I thought, yeah, I need this pattern. So that finally got me to actually buy it. I've also bought, before Christmas, I bought the Patty Do Tony hoodie pattern for my husband, and I've bought more fabric now to make him the second one because he loves that. Sorry about the noise, by the way. I'm kind of in an industrial area now, and yeah, lots of vehicles clearing away the snow, so yeah, apologies. Honestly. And then, what was the last? Yeah, I bought the Vicky Sews Jenna, as I told you. It's on my Make 9. It was one of the patterns that I didn't own. So I bought that. That I bought only today, actually. And currently there's a sale going on at Sew Liberated, and I'm very, very tempted to buy the newest jacket pattern that they just released. I don't really remember the name of that at the moment, but I'll put a picture in so you can see it. Were there anything else now? I wonder. I did buy the Pogo Nip by Friday Pattern Company, and I've had that printed out, but I haven't found the right fabric for it yet, so I haven't made that up yet. But that is also on my wish list of things to get sewn up. You know what? I think that's it. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I've been sewing, and honestly I've only been sewing the 2 things I already told you about. I wanted to address the things about what people comment on things they don't like us to say, and yeah, things that annoy people. And I also wanted to say something about the new patterns that I've bought and that I'm looking forward to sew up. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this little Sunday chat. I will be putting up pictures in this video when I come back, so hopefully you have not only been watching me take a stroll in the snow, but also that you've seen some pictures of what I'm actually talking about. So I'm now going to walk up a very steep hill. It doesn't really look that steep here, but it is really steep, so I'm going to spare you my huffing and puffing up that hill and I'm going to let you get on with your Sunday. So thank you very much for watching me today, and I hope you have a lovely week coming up. Bye.